garnering controversy. But it's kind of interesting to see that Puppet Master film and how it just feels like a more 90-minute id-driven kind of movie that just kind of, wallows in poor taste and, excessive vicious violence. I don't know. So maybe that was his way of kind of
he exercised some demons with that.
Maybe he was getting some of that just for shock value stuff out in Puppet Master: The Littlest Reich. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if in the future he'll kind of.
Well, do you know what we have to look forward to from him next?
I'm curious actually.
So he is teaming up with Park Chan-wook, who Handmaiden, Old Boy, Stoker, Thirst, some of my favorites. I mean, Handmaiden,
Mr. Vengeance too,
and they're gonna do the Brigands of Rattle Creek. It's an extreme, ultra-violent western. They're courting Matthew McConaughey, and it's gonna be funded by Amazon.
Ooh.
So the guy responsible for Old Boy and the guy responsible for Bone Tomahawk are teaming up.
You know what? I think I did hear about that, and I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know if I'll survive that film. I guess because Park Chan-wook, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. That is a tough film, and I would say that I'd never thought of it this way, but you could even parallel it to something like Dragged Across Concrete in terms of like characters trying to do good, but they're foiled at various points, and things turn out terribly. Yeah. So, but it's done in such a stylish way with such a great attention to dialogue and character that you're just kind of swept along and you go along for that ride. Oh man, that's awesome! I want to see it now.
If McConaughey gets cast, is he going to eat an octopus, or is there going to be a giant octopus like in The Handmaiden?
I think Matthew McConaughey he'll cut the head off a chicken, flash fry it, eat the chicken.
For 5 minutes. For 5 minutes.
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
Like he ate the chicken in Killer Joe.
Yes.
That
he didn't really eat the chicken. Oh yeah,
that was Gina Gershon, right?
Gina Gershon was eating the chicken.
He should have won his Oscar for that movie, because that's a Friedkin underrated classic right there. That is a balls to the wall movie right there.
But, I got to see that. There's a local art house theater that actually acquired that somehow, and I got to see that thing in the theater, and it was a glorious experience.
I love that you call it The Thing, because that's the best way to describe that movie. Man, I got to see that thing in the theater.
It is a thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was really fun, man. Thanks for joining me, and I mean, thanks for helping me kind of unpack this movie, because I had no one else to talk to about it.
We were a match set in that regard, yes.
Well, this was a lot, and I'm glad you finally got to join us. So I'm thinking eventually we'll get Levingood in here, and then we'll get Billy Crash. We'll do like a fatal 4-way. Like, we should get the 4 of us together, and we'll all do like a horror movie draft, and then we'll have people vote to see which one of the 4 of us put together the best horror squad. That'd be a really interesting,
right? I like that. I do like that.
Like, because we all know a lot about horror. So a lot about horror. So that'd be fun to get all of us in here and we put together a super squad of 5, draft. Mm-hmm. No repicks. I'll pitch this. You and I can work on Billy, and we can work on Levingood, and we'll see who like. We won't do an MFF first, last knock. We'll do, fatal 4-way. What do you think? Think that could be fun? And all in fun.
Oh, no, I like this. Pencil it in for October. Yeah.
So we got plenty of time to plan it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I can host and edit. You guys can host and edit. It doesn't matter. But, or we can post both on I'll promote it on mine. You promote it on your, we'll double dip. But, I think we should do it. I'll get in touch with Levingood, and let's get that going for October.
Yeah. Let's do it. It is the month of horror. So there we go. Yeah.
And it's coming up sooner than we think too. It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah. I just wanted to skip to October because I hate summer so much, but yeah.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Hey, so do you want to promote anything before we get going? You want to talk about the pod that you're writing?
No, I'm a co-host on the bi-weekly horror podcast, The Last Knock, which can be found at crashpalaceproductions.com and on iTunes. And there's still podcasts on iTunes, right?
I don't know. I don't even check.
Okay. No, because there was some drama with iTunes recently, and I don't know if that was just the music or everything else. But okay,
they'd be dumb to drop podcasts, wouldn't they? Because everyone has their iPhones.
Well, that's what I was thinking, because that's where I load my podcasts from. So, but in any case, you can find it on the site, and I also write movie reviews for the site when I have time. And you can find me on Twitter and Letterboxd at Johnny Numb. Let's talk. Let's talk Dragged Across Concrete. Let's talk about other stuff, but let's be civil, folks, please.
And you got a good Twitter account too. You drop some bombs on there that I like.
I appreciate it, Mark.
Not like Zahler-esque, like provocative bombs, but you got some good stuff on there.
Most of my tweets are meta tweets about Twitter because Twitter drives me insane. So that's about all I'm suited for. So, yeah.
I tweet and then I get off quick, and then so yeah, that's basically my tweeting life. I'm like, I don't want to get sucked into a wormhole.
You know what, Mark? To quote Henry in the movie, Twitter is like this line. It smells like these guys shitted themselves all at once.
I love it. Hey, that's good. I like that. That's all. Hey, so thank you for joining me, man.
No problem. It was great. Thank you for having me.
For me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Johnny Anchovy Numb, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.